Dr. King's legacy, words of wisdom, and teaching mean something different to everybody.
Channel 9's Brittany Johnson spoke to the CEO of Atrium Health, one of our partners in making this program, about the significance of the holiday.
What does Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day mean to you?
So I was born 7 days after the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And, it was obviously championed by Dr. King. And were it not for that piece of legislation, Brittany, I would not be here speaking to you as the CEO of Atrium Health, one of the largest, most integrated, recognized health systems in the country. So, and it's allowed me the platform to make the difference that I've wanted to make in my life. So that's the personal level. If I think about this past year, with respect to the racial trauma that this country has gone through with the killings of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and so many others, I think it's just an opportunity to sit back and reflect on the common bonds that we have, our common humanity, and how that's much more important than the color of our skin or who we may choose to love or one's gender. And I think it gives us an opportunity to sit back and think about that and reflect on the ideals of Dr. King, who call us to be, as a community, as people, our very best selves.
What advice would you give to the next generation? How can they make a positive change for the future?
Well, I think about Representative John Lewis, who we lost in July of this past year. And he gave his first public sermon when he was 15 years old. And he did so because he was inspired by Dr. King to get into good trouble. And that was the beginning of his path to get into good trouble. He said, don't give in to a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. He felt, as Dr. King did, that good people working hard every single day to do good things and to reach out to one another is really the basis of creating the kind of society, the kind of neighborhoods, the kind of community we want.
Gene Wood says that Atrium Health has honored Dr. King's fight to end poverty by investing $10 million in affordable housing, providing 10,000 meals to children, and working to provide internship and hiring opportunities.